Hi everyone and welcome to Saved by the Towel. Trying to be a little bit harsh on this one, as I don't know how many of you have seen, but there's a video going around of apparently what a British tea is like. So I'm going to put it to the test with my husband, who is Pakistani. I'm going to make him a British tea as per that crazy American woman and see what his reaction is. Let me show you how she thinks that we over here in the UK make our tea. I don't know who showed her how to make a British tea, but they clearly didn't want to be her friend, because if anyone served that over here, they literally would not be invited over again. So watch this space and I will show you how he reacts to the British tea. This could be entertaining, could work, I don't know. We'll see. The first step is to turn on the cold tap and run plain cold water into a mug. You then take this mug and you take the mug to the microwave. Now, microwaves in the subject of tea should never be part of the conversation unless you are a new mum and you are so swamped for time that, you know, we have to put our mugs in the microwave to heat them up. I mean, heat them up, not actually in the initial making process, but there we go. This woman thinks that this is part of the routine. So we set the microwave to 1 minute and we then let this go for 1 minute. Ping. So we'd have our said warm cup of water. So we will pop that onto the side and I will get the next stages. So these are the other ingredients that we need for our British tea. And now let's do it as she does. So normally you would put a tiny bit of milk in. I'm going to put as much as she did. So now we have that. She then goes crazy with the sugar. I mean, I'm not sure how hyper you'd be if you had this much sugar in your tea, but she essentially does this. A bit more, why not? And then she stirs. I mean, the amount of sugar you would have to stir for so long in order for this to dissolve. You might as well just go drink sugar and water, which actually essentially is what this is. So now we have all of those key ingredients. She then, I'm not wasting 2 tea bags, she then puts 1 tea bag in. And I mean, this is not even the colour of tea. This is a ridiculous cup of tea. Apparently a British tea. I mean, I know some people like their teas weak, but I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, I'm having to really dip it to try and get some. I think I've lost the tea bag. Let's leave that for a minute and see what happens, see if it changes colour. So here we have said finished cup of tea. I mean, just look at the colour of that tea. Amazing, really. I mean, I don't even know where the colour of the tea is under that. So now it's time to put the tea to the test. So I've made you a British cup of tea. Yeah, that says it all with your first impressions. What do you think of your lovely cup of British tea?
It doesn't look that great, to be honest. It looks a bit...
But this is how British people make tea.
Do they?
According to some American woman, they do. Do you want to try a traditional British tea? You don't have to drink the whole thing, it looks disgusting.
It looks very milky.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Not too bad, to be honest.
It's not bad.
It's like quite sweet.
I mean, I think the British nation might just disagree with you.
It's not even, well, I wouldn't say it's tea, to be honest. It's more like sugary, very like full of sugar, and it doesn't really taste like tea, just sweet, like sweet milk. Like
yeah, I will show you why it tastes like that afterwards. And also, viewers, I will show you how British people actually make their tea. I mean, coming from 2 nations that love their tea, Pakistan and the UK.
Not bad though, like it's quite sweet.
But not our traditional tea, is it?
Yeah, obviously, no. It's not like strong, it's not at all. It's just like sweet milk, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd much rather prefer the standard tea because this is quite unhealthy, I presume, as well. It must be lots.
Yeah, you'll see how much sugar went into this later.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch this space, viewers. So now I will show you how British people actually do make their tea using a variety of methods. We tend to use this teapot the most. It's really good for diffusing. But this miraculous invention here, Mrs. American Woman, is called a kettle. We do not use a microwave. We use a kettle. And we fill up, we lift the lid, and this is where the tap water goes, not in the mug. Turn on the plug and you press the button, and it has a very satisfying noise. Two methods here. You can either pour the tea bag into the cup, or you can get one of these, which are great for diffusing, and you pop the tea bag into here. My husband takes two, and this is his preferred method, so I will make this with his. And up it pops, and that means it's done. Take the magical kettle and you pour it into the teapot. And this is the alternative method where you do it straight into the cup. Now this is the right colour that it should be at this stage. Pop the lid on and you leave these to brew. So here we have the brewed tea with milk. See the difference in colour? It's not white, it is brown. You not just tip the sugar in, you carefully and elegantly, like a true Brit, measure out based on what is called a teaspoon. And my husband doesn't have sugar, so I'm not going to put it in, but you would just tip it into the tea and then stir. For two, you take off the lid from the kettle. This is a bit hot, so let's quickly do that. And you then simply pour. Dash of milk, and you stir. There you have 2 cups of brown British tea, as we like it. So here is Umair with an actual British cup of tea. Let us know your verdict.
Yeah, very nice.
So there you have it, British tea the British way versus British tea the way the American lady thinks we do tea. FYI, not how we do tea. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're a tea lover. I mean, I'm a hypocrite saying that because I actually don't like tea. I know a British person that doesn't like tea. It's unheard of, right? I don't think what she made can be classed as tea, but that's a whole nother story. Tell us in the comments below how you have your tea. Are you a milk first and milk at the end like us? Or do you let it brew for longer on the stove? I'd love to hear how you have your tea and how you don't have your tea in the form of that abomination the American woman has put before us. If you found this enjoyable, I hope to see you in our subscribers list. We will bring you more on baby tips, DIY, day-to-day life, tips from my career on how to save in cashback and vouchers, and all the fun things that make life a little bit easier. Also, we hope. I mean, it's a challenge, right? Hope to see you again soon, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.